Guys, we found a suitcase at the beach.
Gabby, go. I'll hold your stuff.
Bro. Wait, open it. Open it. It stinks, y'all.
It washed out.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just food.
Hey, what's up? Today we'll be talking about a case that went viral on TikTok this summer. But before we do that, I'm going to promote my own TikTok. My name on there is Sarcastic Patrick.
Please don't make fun of me, because I'm actually really fragile.
I will link it in the description box, along with my other social media. Follow me there. I make funny, entertaining stuff.
You don't have to be crazy to be my friend. I can teach you.
And I post a lot more there because it's so quick. It shows more of me and my life. Is something that more than one of you has asked for. So, alright, that is enough about me. Let's get on to the case. So this past June, a group of teenagers in Seattle were playing on a phone app called Randonautica. This app blends quantum physics and spirituality. It uses manifestation, and if you're not familiar, manifestation is the belief that if you think about something strongly enough, like love or money, and you believe you'll get it, you will. And so with this app, you manifest something, and when you do that, it uses your phone's GPS to send you on like a scavenger hunt to whatever it is that you manifested. This app has only been around this year, 2020, but it's already led people to some really strange stuff, like someone drowning, a man that was shot and injured on the side of the road.
So I just went randonauting. I just went randonauting, and our intention was death. And we were on our way to the spot, and I look out my window, and there's someone laying in the gutter with their wife literally like on them, holding them. And so I parked and got out, and he got shot. And then she gave me the phone, and I had to call the cops. And Darius he wrapped his jacket around the wound. And then the cops came, and we got questioned, and I said to leave. And I just dropped Darius off.
As well as a lot of paranormal stuff.
Okay, so there's that dude. Keep an eye on that red truck. Now go to your camera.
He's really not there.
Oh my god, it's not focusing.
There. He's walking.
There it goes.
Literally right behind
you
us
guys.
now. He's right by that mailbox and he's not there.
He's not there and the truck is not there. What the What the He's right there.
The trend is called randonauting. So it's when you film the scavenger hunt and you put it on TikTok. And that's exactly what these teenagers in Seattle were doing. The app directed them to 1100 Alki Avenue. This is on Elliott Bay, which is across from the main waterfront and from Pike's Place, which is a big shopping tourist area in Seattle. Eventually, the teens go down by the water and they find a suitcase that has washed up on shore.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the beach.
Gabby, go. I'll hold your stuff.
Bro. Wait, open it. Open it. It stinks, y'all.
It washed out.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so she's calling the police so we can see if it's actually a dead body or it's just food.
So the teenagers called the police. And the police take 3 hours to get there, and the teenagers wait for them the whole time. The police have gotten a lot of criticism about how long it took them to get there.
So we called the police twice. It's been 2 hours and the water is like rising. The suitcase is like closing. Oh my god.
I asked SPD about the claim in the TikTok video that it took nearly 3 hours for officers to show up. Police told me they got a report of a suitcase that smelled and didn't know it had human remains. SPD says the response time was actually an hour and a half.
Anyway, when the police finally did arrive, they discovered that there were 2 separate bodies in the suitcase. They had been cut up and separated into the different bags. The teens actually waited until the next day to upload the video to TikTok, and a lot of people on TikTok thought the video was fake, so the Seattle PD actually had to come forward and say that the video was real.
In a blog post on Friday, Seattle police wrote detectives are investigating several bags containing human remains.
And that's disturbing.
Curtis Walker lives in West Seattle and drove by the scene on Friday.
It comes to show you that there's a lot of evil in the world, and we need a lot of people to be praying for lost souls out here.
The remains were identified as 27-year-old Austin Wenner and his 35-year-old girlfriend Jessica Lewis. Tests showed that the couple had been shot a few days before they had been found. The couple had been together for 8 years, which is a long time, and the family said that there were a lot of ups and downs in the relationship, but the two really loved each other and they stayed together through it all.
He and Jessica loved each other very much. They stuck through things through thick and thin, and they never left each other, and they were a team.
Austin went by the nickname Cash or Cash Money. He had addiction issues and a few arrests for like minor crimes, but his family said he really did have a big heart. He loved trucks, the outdoors, dogs, and of course Jessica. Austin had a young son. Jessica had 3 kids also, so she was a mother. They're like middle to high school or graduate high school, so they're a bit older. At the time, Jessica was working at Laura's Adult Living Home, which is an assisted living facility for adults with developmental disabilities. So Jessica was obviously very patient and very kind, and both the families of Jessica and Austin want them to be remembered for who they were as people and not for the TikTok video.
I want her to be remembered for her kindness and for who she was, and same for Austin. You know, I don't want them to be remembered how they were found by any means. You know, I understand those kids that found them through that app and those TikTok videos. You know, I want to thank them for finding them as soon as they did, honestly, and I want to let them know not to be haunted in any way, that these people were just normal people like you and me, and had friends, and not to have not to think bad thoughts about that. You know, they really did a good thing waiting for the police to show up there. Just inseparable. You know, through the good times and the hard times. If you got one, you got the other, and they were just in sync with each other like that. I want people to know who they were, and they were good-hearted people.
Jessica's family had set up a GoFundMe, so I will link it in the description box below. It was set up a while ago, but she has 3 kids, so I'm sure they could really use the help if you can. On August 11th, the person who likely killed the couple was arrested, and it actually turned out to be the couple's landlord, 62-year-old Michael Lee Dudley. And cops believe that the killing was actually all over rent. Apparently the couple had been staying in a home owned by Dudley, and they were struggling to pay the $1,500 a month rent, and they were late a lot and got into fights with him over it. Michael Dudley said that on June 9th he went to kick the couple out of the house. He didn't like them as tenants, but he says they got into a huge fight. But a neighbor actually overheard the fight, and she heard Austin yell, please don't do this, just let us leave. An ex-girlfriend of Michael Dudley has come forward.
I still can't comprehend that he would even be capable of doing this. That is beyond me.
Marlis Gordon says she was in a relationship with Michael Dudley on and off between 2002 and 2016.
I was shocked at what he did to me and can still see the evil in his face that I had never seen before.
Dudley was arrested and booked into King County Jail on Wednesday in connection to the murder of 36-year-old Jessica Lewis and 27-year-old Austin Wenner, whose remains were found in bags along Alki Beach. Dudley has not been formally charged. Gordon says the news brings up tough memories.
She started to hit me and grab my hair and grab my head and my hair, and he threw me on the floor and hit my head into the hardwood floor, and then he was throwing me around and threw me and my stuff out on his patio, out the door and on his patio, and then came out and hit my head into the patio. And did that with one hand, and he was holding a gun in his other hand.
An incident in 2016 where Dudley was arrested and charged with assault.
My heart goes out to the families hugely.
Now processing what's happened, she says she's lucky she made it out.
You know, oh, they always say that about somebody, that, oh, you don't expect them to, you know, this doesn't seem like something they would do, but now I'm the one saying that.
Britt Moore, King 5 News.
She did say that he was smart and well connected in social circles, and because of his connections, she was actually scared that he might make his $5 million bail. This case hasn't gone to trial yet, so we'll see what happens, but I do hope there is justice for Austin and Jessica soon. But yeah, that's all for now. So much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.